In front of Stylish Century, who can't peg back the leader. Better Loosen Up is starting to finish quickly on the outside. Vogue in front by 3 at the 200. Better Loosen Up, the danger. Superimpose coming quickly. Vogue about 2 lengths in front of Better Loosen Up. Superimpose. Vogue with 100 to go by a length. He's holding them at bay. The Rogue will win his second in a row. Vogue wins at a length. Better Loosen Up. Superimpose is third.
It was Vogue at his best in the Australian Cup. The Vogue that the public have come to know and love. The racegoers of Melbourne gave the champion an ovation usually reserved for Melbourne Cup winners. In winning the 26th race of his career, Vogue's stake earnings stood at just $6,000 short of the magical $3 million mark.
While campaigning in Sydney during the autumn, Vogue suffered a minor leg injury. However, we are assured that the bold frontrunner will return to racing. One of the most improved horses during the season 89-90 was Better Loosen Up. The Colin Hayes trained 4-year-old commenced his assault on the Group 1 races in the 1600-metre Honda Stakes.
12 lengths from the leader. They sweep for home now in the Honda. 500 left to go and Fendel in the leader. Urge forward in front of our Krona. The margin half a length straightening up now. 1.5 to Boardwalk Angel. Bronze Knight. Glenview called on for her run. Next Royal Creation, who's under the whip along the rails. And further back is Better Loosen Up. Our Krona at the 300 got level with Fendel and put its nose in front. Boardwalk Angel a length and a half back. Glenview Royal Creation trying to reach the leaders. Better Loosen Up with a late run, but it's our Krona in front, 100 out. Here's Better Loosen Up and Swifts in from last. Our Krona in front. Better Loosen Up nearly level as they go to the line. A bobbing finish. Better Loosen Up, I think, may have wanted to nose our Krona.
Better Loosen Up was then taken to the West, where he collected his first Group 1 event at weight for age.
Starts making ground and Queen of Pop was last at the 450. Hard Act is the leader. On the outside, Jules Brutus looming up. On the inside was Timeless Action. Here's Better Loosen Up joining in quickly, followed by Truth, K-Sard and Spirit of Air. Into the straight, 250 to go. Hard Act the leader. Here comes Better Loosen Up after him on the outside. Hard Act led. Better Loosen Up has levelled up. They're followed now by on the outside K-Sard and Timeless Action. Better Loosen Up has taken the lead and Better Loosen Up has got it won. Better Loosen Up a length and a half. Hard Act.
There was more than 5 weeks to his next race, the Railway Stakes. But the Hayes stable had no worries about Better Loosen Up's fitness when he took his place in Western Australia's premier metric mile.
There goes Better Loosen Up off 5 and 6 wide. He was followed by Proud Treaty, well back to Medicine Kid, My Bobby Boo and Ma Wong. Into the straight they race with 300 to go and Carry a Smile. Raced up the Juno Dreamo and here's Jules Brute down the outer. Followed by Concord Flyer. Century God, Better Loosen Up down the outside, 100 to go. Carry a Smile from Jules Brute. Here comes Better Loosen Up on the outside. Better Loosen Up went to Jules Brute. Ma Wong got an inside run, but Better Loosen Up has won ahead.
Back in Melbourne for the Autumn Carnivals, Better Loosen Up continued on his winning way.
2 lengths to Superimpose down the outsider, and then a long break to Better Loosen Up, followed by Barlandy. Vogue is the leader. Superimpose is coming after him on the outside as they run to the 250. Vogue about to be tackled by Superimpose, who looks to be going the better. Superimpose has taken the lead with 100 metres left to go. Better Loosen Up is flying home down the outside, but Superimpose looks to have it won. Better Loosen Up is flying. Better Loosen Up coming up. Superimpose. Better Loosen Up in the last stride. Better Loosen Up has won in the last stride from Superimpose and Vogue.
Following his second placing to Vogue in the Australian Cup, Better Loosen Up headed north in search of further Group 1 success, and he found it in the Sedgenho Stakes.
Horlicks is quickly looming up to Vogue as they turn for home. King's High in third place, followed by Riverina Charm, and Dr. Grace on the outside is putting in a big run, and going with him is Sedestin. Horlicks flat to the boards in front at the 200. Dr. Grace and Sedestin are challenging, and Better Loosen Up on the extreme outside. Sedestin and Better Loosen Up have come away. They're fighting it out. Better Loosen Up on the extreme outside is drawing clear, and Better Loosen Up wins the Sedgenho.
Better Loosen Up's 4 Group 1 wins made him one of the stars of the season. His win in the Sedgenho boosted his stake earnings to just under $1.2 million, a tally he seems certain to increase.
The Colin Hayes stable. At his Australian debut, Al Murad was narrowly beaten in the Craigley Stakes, but he is quick to make amends at his next start.
Superimpose hit the front. Apollo Run challenging, and then Riverina Charm. The Phantom on the rails, and Next Research at the 200 metre mark. Superimpose the leader. The Phantom goes for the rails. Here's Elmerad now. Elmerad going through, and then Apollo Run. Elmerad hit the front. He's just in front of the Phantom and Apollo Run. Elmerad ridden out to the line. Elmerad's won it by a neck. Apollo Run, and third the Phantom.
Elmerad extended his winning sequence in the Group 1 Caulfield Stakes.
Next, they come towards the home turn on the inside. It's our Westminster, just the leader from Vitalik on his outside, almost level as they swing around the home turn, and Small ask for him, and he's put his nose in front. Rogue, Dr. Grace running on, and Elmerad trying to barge through in the middle is finishing well. Vitalik sweeping out wide. Rogue didn't find a lot, and Elmerad hit the front now. Vitalik is out after him. Elmerad about a neck in front of Vitalik. Elmerad ridden out to the line under the whip. Vitalik tries to reach him on the outside. They hit it, and Elmerad won it by a long neck.
Connections bypassed the Caulfield Cup in favour of the Cox Plate, the supreme test at weight for age. As always, this great race attracted the cream of Australasia's thoroughbreds.
Stylish Sentry, Rogue and our Westminster bounced out quickly. There goes the Phantom and Procol Harum. Tristan are up in the middle, and Elmerad and Courtsa are over on the inside, and Stylish Sentry comes over and leads at the judge now. Stylish Sentry goes to the front, going out of the straight now on the Cox Plate to lead a length and a half now to the Phantom, and Tristan are third. Fourth in the middle is Procol Harum from Elmerad. Rogue out three deep around Courtsa, and then King's High. Then Vitalik over on the inside, Riverina Charm. Two further back, our Westminster Zabeel. Empire Rose is back second last, and Apollo Run last of all. At the 1400 metre mark, and Stylish Sentry out with a big lead, about 3 or 4 lengths in front. Rogue has gone to second, but he's caught out very wide. He sweeps around the outside to go up second. Over on the inside of him is the Phantom. They're followed back in the middle by Procol Harum. Rogue still out 3 deep. 2 lengths further back is Elmerad, who's fifth over on the inside of Courtsa. Tristan are out 3 deep. 2 further back, Riverina Charm. They're followed on the outside by Vitalik. King's High the middle. A couple of lengths further back is our Westminster, followed by Zabeel. Empire Rose is 15 from them, and 3 to Apollo Run last of all. At the turn of the 850, and the 3-year-old in front, Stylish Sentry, led by a length and a half. The Phantom is second. They're followed by Rogue. Small-hearted work at Rogue, running third. He's not going well. Here's Elmerad getting off the rail. He's coming into it now. They're followed by Tristan, Vitalik, and further back, Courtsa, King's High. Well back, Riverina Charm, and our Westminster, Stylish Sentry in front, but Elmerad has run to second now. 500 to go. A length into Tristan, Vitalik followed by the Phantom. Then further back, our Westminster, Rogue going backwards. The others aren't in it. Stylish Sentry, the one they've got to run down though on the turn, a length in front. Elmerad stride by stride, and our Westminster coming with a great run at the 200 metre mark. Stylish Sentry in front. Elmerad is starting to come after him on the outside. Elmerad getting to Stylish Sentry. The pull and the weights. Elmerad on the outside gets his nose in front. He's going home better, and Elmerad, great performance, takes the Cox Plate. Elmerad a nose to Stylish Sentry, and Empire Rose has got up to run third.
For Elmerad's trainer Colin Hayes, his Cox Plate win came just 2 days after announcing his retirement. His head-and-head battle with Stylish Sentry was a memorable spectacle. The recurrence of a tendon injury denied the son of Alamanamu a crack at the Melbourne Cup, and he'll commence stud duties in 1990 at Cornwall Park Stud in Victoria.
Elmerad's Cox Plate win was indeed a popular one. Another clear winner in the popularity stakes is Victorian trainer Bob Hoysted. Under his care, the Tasmanian-bred Citizen developed from a good handicap horse in the spring to a weight for age star in the autumn.
Up to the bend, 500 out. Dr. Grace just led. Savage Toss and Lord Highbrow. Mountain Kingdom behind those. Flying Luskin under pressure. Right around the outside, King's High and Better Loosen Up is widest of all on the turn into the straights. And Horlicks behind a wall of horses as they turn the corner. In the straight, 300 out. Dr. Grace tackled left, right and centre by Savage Toss and Lord Highbrow. His Citizen bursting through. And further out, King's High and Better Loosen Up. But Citizen burst to the lead. 150 out. Mick Dittman goes for home in the BMW. And Citizen is leaving them in the last little bit. He's racing right away, and he's going to bolt in. Citizen wins the BMW over Lord Highbrow. Third's close, Mountain Kingdom and Horlicks wide out.
Citizen made it 2 Group 1 wins at weight for age in the Queen Elizabeth Stakes.
Card Shark under heavy pressure. Now Dittman electing to stay near the fence on Citizen as they come around the corner where Better Loosen Up went to the lead narrowly over Rajamar. Citizen is getting to third. Red Chiffon gave up quickly, and then Card Shark as they come over the rise. Better Loosen Up about 8 off the fence, just led Rajamar. far. Citizen will have to get a move on now as they come to the 200, where Better Loosen Up wide out is in front. Here comes Citizen. Citizen on the inside of Better Loosen Up has got him covered, I think. Citizen has raced through on the inside to head Better Loosen Up in the shadows of the post, and the Sydney Cup favourite is drawing away in the last bit, and he's going to win easily. Citizen by about 3/4 on the line to Better Loosen Up, with Rajamar third.
In addition to 2 weight-for-age wins, Citizen won the Moonee Valley and Sandown Cups. He's by far the best horse to come from Tasmania since Piping Lane crossed Bass Strait. Citizen is a son of the Sovereign Path stallion, St Breavels.
The New Zealand mare Horlicks has been a regular visitor to Australia over the past few seasons. Due to a virus, the grey mare missed the Cox Plate, but recovered to win her first Group 1 race in Australia, the McKinnon Stakes.
6.50 to go. Vogue still clear by 3. Eye of the Sky runs second. Fleetwood led the outside, and Research runs on round the outside. Got the second, charging out after the leader. And then King's High, Riverina Charm taken away from the fence when they balance for home. Next in the field is Horlicks, and they're followed by Lord Highbrow. Empire Rose well back. Small produced the whip inside the 400. Vogue 2 in front of Research. They're followed by King's High, who's running on. Horlicks to the outside, and then Superimpose. Empire Rose not going on at the 200. Vogue 3/4, King's High and Horlicks, then Research and Superimpose. Horlicks got to the lead now with King's High going with a bit. It's Horlicks, the mighty mare, in front by a neck, nearing the line, and the New Zealander won it by a half a length. King's
The Dave O'Sullivan trained mare then headed off to Japan to try and achieve what no horse from either Australia or New Zealand had done before, win the Japan Cup.
外をついてホークスターか、さあオグリキャップがここから伸びてくるか、オグリキャップが上がってきている、ホーリックスか、オグリキャップか、オグリキャップ2番手に上がってきた、200を切ります、ホーリックスが先頭だ、外から懸命に追っている、さあ懸命にオグリキャップが追っている、ホーリックスか、オグリキャップか、ホーリックスか、オグリキャップか、オグリキャップ、外から追い詰める、追い詰める、追い詰めるが届かない、勝ったのは2番のホーリックス。
Horlicks ran a world record for the 2,400 metres in defeating an international field. Her win was a tremendous boost for New Zealand's thoroughbred industry. However, the season was far from over for the courageous mare.
Into the straight, 400 metres out, and John DeLau is tackled now by Regal City. Cronin comes the inside, Horlicks is coming into it, and on the outside is Castletown. Out wide is still Red Chiffon at the 300 metres, and look at the mare go. Horlicks in front, running on late now, Castletown, then followed by Red Chiffon and the Phantom. Horlicks in front at the 100 metres, holding Castletown, the Phantom and Red Chiffon. She's too good, the superstar mare wins Horlicks. Beautifully in
After third placing in the BMW International, Horlicks returned to New Zealand to run in the TV New Zealand Stakes.
Race for home, 400 metres out. Catering King taken now by Mickey's Town. Horlicks trying to get a run between the two. They're about 3 back to Regal City. Further back, Mr. Brooker at the 300 metres. Lani says, go girl, and she's taken the lead. Horlicks from Mickey's Town, then Catering King, Regal City at the 200 metres. And it's Horlicks in front. She's home, James, at the 150 from Mickey's Town. A late run, Mr. Brooker. But Horlicks, that's why she's a champion. She's bolted in. Second over, Mickey's Town has just lasted from...
What a fantastic season it was for Horlicks. 4 Group 1 victories in 3 countries, a world record in Japan, and the 6-year-old mare finished the season as Australasia's highest ever stakes earner. Plans are for Horlicks to return to Australia for her swan song in the 1990 Cox Plate.
We close our segment on the Weight for Age stars with another Group 1 event from New Zealand.
They sprint for home. Mickey's Town went to John DeLau. Enthuses next. Kroner's got no room. And Regal City, Riverina Charm going a big one down the outside at the 250. Riverina Charm, Castletown's out after it now with Mickey's Town still battling away. Riverina Charm, Castletown on the outside. Riverina Charm fresh up from Castletown going hard after it. The Derby winner. Riverina Charm on the inside has, Lord, no, it's almost a dead heat. Might be
Riverina Charm's win was achieved first up from a 3-month spell. Laurie Laxon, the trainer of Melbourne Cup winner Empire Rose, was the man who put the polish on the Sir Tristram mare, who'd earlier in the season won the Group 2 BMW Hill Stakes.
For age racing for season 89-90. Now it's over to Bill for a look at the stayers.
The Melbourne Cup winner Terrific headed west in search of another Group 1 success over 3,200 metres. However, he didn't enjoy the best of luck in the Winfield Perth Cup.
And Could shows the way, a half a length from Angel Island. Our King Crimson goes up to be running third, followed by Word of Honor. Let me in, Green Range Boy, bus stop. Terrific is gone. He's dropped right out of it. He's only got three behind him on the turn. We're into the straight, 350 to go. And as it makes the corner now, Coods has been joined by Angel Island. Around them, our King Crimson was Word of Honor, followed then by Acquired and Let Me In down the outside. 200 to go, and our King Crimson has taken the lead by a neck from Word of Honor, followed by Angel Island and Green Range Boy. It's our King Crimson and Word of Honor. Word of Honor has regained the lead. Word of Honor coming away from our King Crimson, and Word of Honor's won a neck.
Local horse Word of Honor collected the biggest prize of his career in winning the $300,000 Perth Cup. This son of regimental honour was ridden a well-judged race by Troy Jackman.
Across the Tasman, the first of the 2-milers is the New Zealand Cup at Riccarton.
Round to the home turn, it's been a pretty fast cup, and King Kenora still in front, turning in 400 metres to go. King Kenora from Red Hawk, Prince Kumai's battling in the trail, he's not sticking it. Here down the outside now comes Exocet and gallops to the lead. At the distance, Exocet has gone to the front from King Kenora. Late charge coming from his Stanima, Smiling Bells battling. Elkara's running on, but Exocet is leaving them to it. Exocet, the veteran, he's going down to the line, and he's going to clear away and win the New Zealand Cup by 7 lengths.
The 9-year-old warhorse Exocet came out of retirement to win the New Zealand Cup in dashing style. An outsider in the field, Exocet is trained by part owner Michael Peacock.
The Auckland Cup is run on the same day as the Perth Cup. Runner-up in the New Zealand Cup, Miss Stanima, was able to go one better.
Into the straight, 400 metres to go in the cup, and the leader is Miss Stanima, shot away 2.5 lengths. A decent break too from Lord Malay. Then Mr. Brooker battling. Miss Stanima kept going 2.5 at the 300 metres. Lord Malay's trying to pull it back. Flying Luskin starting to run on a bit with Chill Factor, but it's Miss Stanima still in front. Flying Luskin starting to come at 2-1 now, and Flying Luskin going to Miss Stanima. The two of them set down Miss Stanima. Flying Luskin on the inside. Flying Luskin, oh gee, it's almost a dead heat.
The Auckland Cup was a double success for the fairer sex, as the 5-year-old mare, Miss Stanima, was ridden by New Zealand's leading lady rider, Marie Linden. Miss Stanima's sire, Islero, is now at stud in Victoria.
Runner-up Flying Luskin was at his best in the Wellington Cup.
They round the bend. Noble Khan was next. Well back, Beau de Jour. Miss Stanima mounting a run. Then Shannon Ladd. And further back then to All Nighter. Reykjavik took the lead. Coming after them now. Lord Malayan through on the inside. Von Trappier's Cotage. Unwinding. Flying Luskin's getting a split too. And wide out now. Bottom and All Nighters come from last. At the moment it's Lord Malay. All Nighter. Flying Luskin getting the split through the middle. Got to the lead. Flying Luskin on the outside. Flying Luskin. Lord Malay. Close for third. Reykjavik.
Offered for sale at the 1986 Inglis Easter Sales, Flying Luskin's sire, Luskin Star, is better known as a sire of sprinters. Flying Luskin's dam, Queen Amako, is a half-sister to the great Tobin Bronze, who won 9 Group 1 races in Australia during the 60s.
Once again, the Sydney Cup was run in heavy conditions. New Zealand jockey Noel Harris adopted catch-me-if-you-can tactics over the gruelling 3,200-metre journey.
Citizen on the outside. Mick Dittman looks worried as they turn for home, and Palace Revolt is sweeping around the outside, but they've straightened up, and Shallier has raced up to join King Aussie. Citizen's gone. Palace Revolt's the danger down the outside, if any. King Aussie won't give up. He's fighting back. He got to the lead again, King Aussie from Shallier. Palace Revolt and Citizen is a mile back, but it's old King Aussie. He's burst away from them again. He's got the 2 mares beaten, Shallier and Palace Revolt. They can't find any more, and it's old King Aussie. This common-looking specimen from New Zealand. He doesn't look much, but he can sure gallop, and King Aussie wins the Sydney Cup in a canter.
King Aussie's stout pedigree really came up trumps in the Sydney Cup. His sire, Moss Trooper, is by Lev Moss, the champion older horse of Europe in 1969. King Aussie is trained by Noel Harris's brother John.
For our next major cup event, we cross to Adelaide. As if his final year of training was following a script, Colin Hayes obliged with the winner.
And the public favourite, Double Gin, shows the way. 600 to run, the crowd favourite, they love him. He's a length and a half to Water Boatman. Ideal Sentiment is back behind them looking for run. Still there down the pitch, and Be Reasonable's run a cheeky race, and the Boulder Love Your Perth. They were followed in that division 2 out wide now by Grosvenor Hall, and Master Eclipse is winding up. Water Boatman's after Double Gin. Double Gin the leader. Water Boatman comes after it quickly now. They're followed by Master Eclipse Reputed. Battling away as
his arm, but Water Boatman goes to Double Gin. Double Gin, he's fighting back. Fight, son. He fights back, Double Gin. Water Boatman got him. Water Boatman, Double Gin, dead heat again. I can't split these either.
In his final season of training, Colin Hayes continued to create new records. Water Boatman's narrow win was Group 1 success number 13 for the champion trainer. For winning jockey Peter Hutchinson, it was his first Group 1 winner.
The home turn on the Brisbane Cup, 450 metres to go. Marius goes the leader. On the outside, Prototype, and now King Aussie popped the big question. He's moved up to them, and Shazora's going with King Aussie. Regal Chella closer to the inside, 250 metres to go. Shazora's gone to King Aussie, and she's hit the front. At the 200, Shazora shot away from King Aussie, then Regal Chella. Lord Highbrow now into third place, but look at her go, Shazora. She's putting a gap in them the last little bit, and Shazora's going to win the Cup. She's won it by 4 lengths.
The Brisbane Cup proved to be a real test of stamina in the heavy conditions. Shazara is a daughter of the Tom Fool stallion Tom Shoe and was ridden by Shane Dye, who made it 8 Group 1 wins for the season.
The final race for stayers on this edition of the Australasian racing year is the BATC's 4X Cup.
As they approach the corner, 450 metres to go. Arc Regal in front. There goes Eye of the Sky on the outside. He's dashed up to them quickly. Rough Habit getting off the rails, going through in the middle. Plush Embassy's gone. Planet Ruler, Red Chiffon behind them, and now Solar Circle has pulled to the extreme outside. They've got 250 metres to go. Eye of the Sky burst away from them. Rough Habit in second place. Solar Circle third on the outside. Eye of the Sky in front. Solar Circle's cutting him down now. Eye of the Sky just in front. Solar Circle lunging at him. Missed him. Eye of the Sky's won it.
Winning trainer Graham Begg will long remember Eye of the Sky's courageous win. Begg had only received his trainer's licence 2 months prior to the Cup, following the decision by his father Neville to take up a training position in Hong Kong.
And I'm sure that won't be the last time that Graham Begg's name